If you had no money, no friends, no contacts, how would you raise money to invest in your first property, or how would you get into property investment?
I think what I would probably do is I would start by, in business, it's all about finding out what people want and then giving it to them. So I would just think, right, how can I add value to people? So I would probably I'd get myself down in property circles. I'd join business networking groups. I'd go down to property events. I'd find the groups, and I just think, what do people need? Where are people struggling? Are they struggling to find deals? If they're struggling to find deals, I go and find them a deal. Are they struggling? I mean, when I started when I was 17, everyone was moaning about property management companies. Everyone was saying, oh, managers, it's as bad as managing managers as it is as managing tenants. That's what everyone was saying. So I was thinking, okay, these property investors that have got a lot of money, that own a lot of houses, I want their crumbs. I'm a teenager and I want their crumbs. How can I get in with them? How can I add value to them? I know, I'll rent their rooms for free. So I was like, I'll manage your houses. And I literally started managing people's houses for free. I didn't charge any money. I charged a small admin fee to the tenant. You can't do that anymore. But I didn't charge them any money. And as a result of that, they're like, oh, I like this kid. Everyone starts talking about me. He's a good guy. He knows his stuff. I was getting experience. And then before you know it, I'm like saying to the landlords, you don't seem to like this property. You keep talking bad about it. Why don't you sell it? I could sell it. How about this? How about I'll buy it off you? I'll give you the price you want, but I'll pay for it on my terms, which is later. And then boom, I'm securing lease option agreements. So I think at the end of the day, business. This is a business, and money does not come from property. Money comes from people. So it's about finding people's problems and then finding a solution for that. And as you know, this might sound common sense to some people, but people forget that money does not come from property. I keep talking about real estate, how much I love real estate, but ultimately, if there's no one to live in the house, the money comes from the tenant, not the property. And even if it goes up in value, who says it goes up in value? A person. Okay, so where am I getting my money from? People. So if I was starting all over again, I'd just be thinking, right, forget me, forget how can I make this money? I'd say, actually, how can I find someone who I can help, who's in the property world? And if you help the right people, I mean, geez, their crumbs could be worth millions.
Great answer. And you know what? Everybody who I've asked that question to has, in one way or another, given the similar answer. In that, first of all, I would go networking. First of all, go and find people, start moving around in the groups that I want to be involved with. Yeah. Then I would start, well, you've added a little bit to that, which is good, in that you've said I would find out what they need fixing. That's brilliant. Like Rob Moore, for example, I interviewed Rob Moore, and he said he would go to the Holiday Inn, find Mark Homer, start muscling in there and start getting his money and start investing, right? David Siegler said he would go, David Siegler, he would go and start deal packaging. He's like ultimate deal packager guy. He would go and find people he'd go find deals and find people, so networking again. Property is so much networking, isn't it? Which I love as well, because that leads me on to another question. In that, who inspires you and who do you relate to most in property? What a question.
Yeah, I've got a lot of people that inspire me. I've got people that are giants. People like, I had the privilege of having James Kahn from Dragon's Den on my channel, and he's done very well in real estate as well as business. Massively inspiration. Started with absolutely nothing.
I read his book.
Yeah, very, very, very cool. And then of course, I'm very inspired by people like Robert Kiyosaki. Has been for me. It was actually that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
That really got me started, and I think that's the case for a lot of people. Even a lot of my friends, peers, students. I'm like, what got you started? And they say, I read Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. It kind of opens a lot of people's minds, and so I have to credit him. I'm addicted to being around people that are winning, because I think that your environment is stronger than your willpower. And what I mean by that is if you're starting out again, let's say from scratch, you can know all the right things, you can read all the right books, but unless you're around people that are winning, you won't win, because you just won't. It's like when you go for a run. I mean, I need a personal trainer. I employ a full-time personal trainer, full-time, just because I know I need to be around. I won't motivate myself to go to the gym every day or to get up and go for a run. I'll come up with excuses. But if I'm just around people, if I've got a personal trainer that's just coming on holiday with me and around, that environment is just going to make it easier for me. So there's just so many people that inspires me. Like my students inspire me. I have a whole community of winners on a Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I'll get one of my top performing students. I'll bring them down. I'll interview them. And then we have a whole little clique. We go out for dinners and stuff. So, yeah, I'm just, and I inspire myself. Like, just looking at what I've done, what I've achieved. My brother inspires me. Yeah.